5G.
Misadventures in 5G.
Yeah.
Last week we went for a stroll around Seoul to try and see how much 5G connection we could find. We found some, but we were not that impressed by how much we found compared to what we'd expected. Today we got ourselves two 5G Samsung S10 5Gs again, and two Samsung Gear VR headsets. And with them we went on an adventure in virtual reality baseball spectating. So with the VR headsets and the Oxusu, you can go into a VR room and watch baseball with your friends, and theoretically communicate with them and talk to them and stuff wherever you are. Now, we were in the same room and we could not communicate with each other.
Yeah, we were not able to communicate with each other through the mic, but somehow some random person just came into our room and we found that she was able to talk in her microphones. So there must be some problem with our gears or our personal ability to cope with these machines.
There are two different ways you can watch baseball in Oxusu currently. We tried both of them. One of them is a live TV mode where you essentially go in a big common room with your friends' avatars, and there's a huge screen and you can watch it on the screen. The other one, which is only available currently for SK Games, it seems, is a big 360 VR experience where the screen is so big that you can't actually watch the baseball at one time because the screen is bigger than your field of vision. Both of them were pretty cool.
Yeah, they're both pretty cool, but because you have a bigger vision, I think on this SK game, it wasn't, the definition wasn't as clear as when you saw it in smaller screens.
Yeah, so for this video, you're here as the tech fan and I'm here as the baseball fan. And as a baseball fan, in the big screen one, I could barely see what was happening because the quality was so bad that the baseball was just another pixel on the screen.
Well, in the tech's point of view, I was thinking that I might be able to turn around the screens because it said 360 VR. So I was thinking that you could actually turn around the screens and look at different angles, but it turns out that you can just see through the rooms in 360 degrees. So I didn't see much of a merit in being in that room instead of being in other smaller rooms.
The big advantage from a sports point of view is that in the live big 360 VR room thing, on either side of the screen, you had a list of the players that were playing, the stats and the breakdown, but you couldn't interact with it. Like ideally, you should have been able to click on a player's name and see how they'd done throughout the game or something like that, but it didn't work like that.
It was unexpected. I thought I would be able to see their profiles if I clicked
something. So I guess the technology has potential to be cool. Clearly, it works and it could be really good, but there is a long way to go.
And I also thought that if you're inside this common room, I thought you could just go click and replay special scenes that you want to see again.
But that didn't happen.
Yeah, it was just really a live broadcast of what's happening. So it really didn't involve much of a tech part in terms of viewing that video.
Yeah.
It was all about the VR that's pretty cool about this social VR app, but not in the point of view of watching this game.
Right, you could do cool VR things like pick up popcorn and throw it.
That's really cool actually.
But my controller kept getting weirder and weirder angles.
I think that's a problem with the controller.
Yeah, maybe.
Mine threw it really pretty well,
So the VR experience is cool, but the quality is still not that high. The sporting experience, I would rather watch it on my own TV.
Well, but what did you think about having this VR gadget on for an hour?
Yeah, my eyes are hurt a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it'd be really dizzy. I thought it would be really hurting my eyes and maybe pretty much heavy, but it didn't really feel that way.
Yeah.
As much as I expected. So.
Yeah, and we're filming this after work. We've both now been working for more than 12 hours. So we're going to be tired and our eyes are going to be tired anyway. It wasn't that bad. A lot of people say about VR, you don't want to wear the headset for a long time. I didn't have a huge problem with that.
Pretty fun actually. Apart from having very long process of setting this gear up.
Yeah.
The ID will again be Jesse. You changed it, right?
Setting the gear up took about an hour.
So it wasn't supposed to take about an hour, but we were just not experts. And then we just thought that simply putting it in your gear would make this work, but you need a lot of training and setting up and logging in processes that you needed to do.
Yeah. So, VR baseball. It's a cool idea. It's cool in theory. In practice, I wouldn't do it again.
But it was actually pretty cool to have an avatar, like right beside me.
Yeah.
It really seemed like it's you.
Yeah, we could interact with each other and stuff.
Yeah, even if we weren't able to talk, we could chat through this keyboard typing.
Yeah.
And also there were emoticons that we can use to express our
Yeah.
feelings. And when you started moving seats, and you were there like far away, and then you started approaching me in different seats, it was really scary because I suddenly turned around and then my back, you were just there.
Yeah.
And it felt like a horror movie at one point, but it really seemed like watching you closely. So in a friendly, interacting kind of point of view, if you're watching with like 8 people, 4 people at once, it would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think, you know, give it a few months or so and the technology will be much, much better.
How do we wrap this up?
I think we just did.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.